Happy Monday, my friend. Welcome back to your weekly dose of Happy Pill. I am your host, Marsha, and today I want to ask you this question. I want to ask you if you have ever stopped to think about the time that you lose, the dreams that you postpone, and the precious moments missed every time you hit that snooze button of your alarm clock. Well, how did that make you feel? I am sure that you had felt all of the negative feelings that it produces, like feeling rushed, feeling guilty, feeling regretful, feeling stressed. You lack motivation, you get frustrated, your productivity gets reduced, you miss these opportunities, and you feel so fatigued. I mean, I can go on and on, but I want you to know that there is a way to let go of that habit that is holding you back from becoming the better version of you. So get ready, because today we're going to explore 5 reasons how snoozing our alarms affects our lives. You know, these reasons that we often try to avoid thinking about. So let's bring some of these negative things into the light, because awareness will help you recognize the areas where you can improve on and make a conscious effort to make positive changes in your life and step toward growth and have a brighter future. And also, I will teach you some strategies you can use to help you break the snooze habit and wake up with energy and purpose. So, first, let's talk about the 5 ways snoozing your alarm can impact how you feel. Reason number 1: snoozing will mess with your sleep. Because when you keep snoozing, it can make you feel groggy and confused during the day because your sleep gets all mixed up and interrupted. I say this because each time that you hit the snooze button, what happens here? I mean, you try to get 5 more minutes of sleep, and by the time your body has fully relaxed and ready to go back to sleep, your alarm goes off again. Then you do it again. You snooze the button, you try to go back to sleep, and your body's relaxed. And by the time it's all relaxed, your alarm goes off again. And you do it over and over. So let's be real here. You are not getting enough or more sleep by doing that. I dare you to try to observe yourself, observe how you feel throughout the day, starting from the time that you wake up when this happens to you, and you will know that I am right. I know this from personal experience too. I mean, I was an expert of this habit in the past for a long time. Then we go to reason number 2. Snoozing sets a bad tone for the day, because by always pushing back waking up, your brain gets the message that you're not ready to face the day, which will make you procrastinate and feel less motivated to get things done. And you know that this is true. You know, you may have something planned for the day, but because you have snoozed your alarm so many times, by the time you have to wake up, you will have that feeling that you are pressured. And what do? Of course, the most comfortable thing for you to do is not to do it, right? Whatever is planned, even if you know that that thing is important. Or let's say you do it regardless of waking up late. You know within yourself that it's going to be half-assed done because you don't have all of the time that you have planned now. Then let's go to reason number 3. Snoozing makes mornings rushed and stressful. This is very common. I'm sure that you know someone or you've seen someone that's had this feeling because they had snoozed their alarm, or maybe you were one of them. Why do you think that is? Well, each time that you snooze that alarm, what happens is you end up losing precious minutes from your morning routine that you can never, ever take back. Because once it passed, it's gone. It's gone with the wind. And do you know how that will make you feel? You probably do, but you haven't really paid attention to it. What about those times when you feel hurried, when you feel unprepared, and you were more prone to making mistakes or forgetting important things? Does that ring a bell? I'm pretty sure that it does. Because by starting the day in a rushed state, you know what happens? It can throw off your entire morning. This can eventually create a sense of chaos and increase your stress levels. I remember on my wedding day, me and my husband were so stressed because I had been snoozing my alarm, thinking that I will have enough time to get the paperwork we needed to bring to the courthouse and get my girls ready and get myself ready. So, what eventually happened was the time came, of course, when I had to wake up. And because I had snoozed my alarm, I don't even know how many times, now I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to remember a lot of things, trying to get my daughters ready. And they were still toddlers that time. And of course, trying to get myself ready. It was a lot of things that I had to do. And oof, it was really bad. I felt like my brain was probably running 150 miles an hour, trying to think of everything that I had to do. But my actual speed was like 5 miles an hour because I am now struggling to keep up with the information and process what I need to do and do it effectively. So, what was happening was I was experiencing an overstimulation of activities, causing all of this influx of thoughts and ideas to resolve the time that I have lost from me snoozing my alarm. And I am telling you that it was not good at all because the soon to be couple, me and my husband, we ended up not talking on our way to our wedding, which was supposed to be a happy day. But because of that small habit that I've done all the time, me snoozing my alarm multiple times and always getting ready last minute, the ripple effect of that had made our supposed to be happy moment mm, not so happy one. I mean, we resolved it eventually, but that could have been avoided to begin with. And I am sure that you've had this experience in your life too, where you feel like your day is just so chaotic and your stress level is increasing throughout the day. And it's all because you have been snoozing that alarm clock every time it goes off. Then, reason number 4: snoozing negatively impacts your mental health. When you hit the snooze button and prolong your wake up time, what happens is you often end up feeling rushed and pressured because now you're behind schedule. And what that does is it can make you feel frustrated, it can make you feel irritated, it can make you feel even guilty for wasting time. The extra rush and pressure to catch up on lost time can also make you feel stressed, makes you feel agitated and on edge. And all of these feelings, these negative feelings, none of these are good for your overall well being and mental health. So essentially, snoozing can make you feel more mentally strained and uneasy, which isn't beneficial for your overall happiness and mental wellness. I mean, I can relate to this, and I know that you at some point have experienced anxiety and stress too due to snoozing your alarm. So take a moment to think about this, to think how snoozing your alarm can affect your mental wellness and your overall health. Then, reason number 5: snoozing makes us rely too much on alarms. When we rely on snoozing, what happens is we start depending on alarms to wake us up rather than listening to our body's natural waking cues. Because our bodies have an internal clock, it's called circadian rhythm. This regulates our sleep wake cycle. And by snoozing our alarms, we disrupt this natural rhythm. And what happens is we train our bodies to rely on external stimuli like alarms to wake up. And over time, this reliance on alarms can weaken our ability to wake up naturally because our bodies become less attuned to their own internal signals, making it harder to wake up without the assistance of an alarm. And what happens is this can actually lead you to feel more groggy because you are relying too much on snoozing multiple times before you finally get up. And now, with all of that being said, let me teach you some strategies you can use to help you break the snooze habit and wake up with energy and purpose. Okay? So, let's go straight to strategy number 1. That is to set up a consistent sleep schedule. Imagine your body has its own clock that tells it when it's time to sleep and when it's time to wake back up. When you have a consistent sleep schedule, it means you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Because having a regular sleep wake routine, this is like training your body to expect sleep at a certain time. So when it's time to go to bed, your body will know that it needs to start winding down and getting ready for rest. And vice versa, when it's time to wake up, your body will know that it's time to start waking up naturally. And by following a consistent sleep schedule, you help your body regulate its internal clock. And this will make it easier for you to wake up in the morning without feeling groggy or needing to press the snooze button multiple times. And strategy number 2, you need to place your alarm across the room. This helpful tip for waking up in the morning is really to move your alarm away from your bed, maybe on the table or just across the room or maybe outside your room, as long as you put the volume up, like all the way up. Because when it's far away, you'll have to actually get out of bed and walk over to it to turn it off. And by doing this, it's harder to just press the snooze button and go back to sleep, you know? Instead, you're making yourself get out of the bed and become more alert right away. And when you physically move and turn off the alarm, it helps your body to wake up and get ready for the day. This trick helps you to resist the temptation to keep hitting that snooze button and encourages you to start your day feeling more awake and aware. So try doing this, placing your alarm across the room, and soon, trust me, you'll find it easier to get up in the morning. Then we go to strategy number 3. You need to have a morning routine planned. This means that you have a set of activities or tasks that you do every morning to start your day off in a good way. Because it's very, very important to plan something enjoyable or productive to do as soon as you wake up so that you will have a reason to get out of bed and start your day. This could be something like reading a book for personal development or maybe having a me time and just relaxing before your kids get up. That's if you are a parent. Or maybe going to the gym to work out, or maybe practicing gratitude by journaling about things that you are thankful for, or just anything that you can think of that motivates you and helps you grow in any area of your life. Because by having something to look forward to, this can help you Get excited to wake up and start your day with a positive mindset. Like for my morning routine, I usually go straight to brushing my teeth and washing my face because that helps me wake up. And I always use cold water because it's not as comfortable. And by doing that, what that does to me is it helps all of my sleeping nerves wake up before I start my day. Then what I do next is I look at my schedule I have for the day. Usually, I do my schedule every Saturday. So I have a weekly planner and I just write down, what I have planned for the week. And then I just add whatever tasks that comes throughout the week. So anyway, I look at my schedule, then I read some daily blessings, I meditate, I do affirmations, I journal, I read a book for 15 minutes, and then the most important thing, I mean, they're all important, but I am talking about the thing that I usually do to move my needle towards reaching my goal. So I do something like for this week, I have planned to record 2 episodes for my podcast or watch something on YouTube about the procedures that we do at work that I still don't quite understand, or maybe do a portion of my homework since I am still in school too. Then after that, I exercise for 30 minutes. And usually by the time I get done exercising, it's time to get ready for work. So after doing this good habits so many times, I have already allotted certain times for each of these. And usually, I spend about 1.5 to 2 hours doing this. And I cannot tell you how much it has helped me a lot become a better version of myself. I had lost weight. I used to be 170. Now I'm 148 pounds. That's within months of doing this. And I have built multiple healthy habits. And this have influenced other people to do the same thing because they have seen the changes in me. Okay, and then we have strategy number 4. You need to avoid stimulating activities before bed. You need to refrain from doing things that can make it difficult for you to fall asleep and wake up in the morning. Examples of stimulating activities include, using our phones, our tablets, our iPads, watching TV shows or movies, or drinking coffee before bedtime. I mean, all of these activities, they can disrupt your sleep and make it harder for you to wake up refreshed. So instead, what you need to do is it's better for you to engage in relaxing activities before bed, maybe read a book or practice mindfulness or guided meditation. You can look it up. There's a lot on YouTube from 5 minutes to an hour, how much ever time you want to allot on that. Or maybe journal the lingering thoughts or the to-do lists before bed just to clear your mind, or maybe take a warm bath. I mean, all of these calming activities, they promote better sleep quality and make it easier for you to wake up in the morning feeling rested. Then strategy number 5, you need to practice positive self-talk. Practicing positive self talk means you use encouraging and uplifting statements or thoughts to motivate yourself. When your alarm goes off in the morning, it can be helpful to remind yourself of your goals and the positive outcomes that come with starting your day right away. You can do this by repeating positive affirmations and telling yourself something like, I am in control of my morning routine and I choose to wake up energized and ready for the day. Or maybe saying something like, each morning brings me new opportunities and I embrace them by getting up on time. Or maybe this, you can tell yourself, I am committed to achieving my goals, and starting my day off right sets the tone for success. These affirmations, what they do is they help shift your mindset to a positive and motivated state that will eventually make it easier for you to get out of bed and approach your day with excitement. Then, the last strategy that I have for you is you have to find an accountability and support, because accountability and support are very important for sticking to your goal of avoiding to snooze your alarm clock. So, what you can do is to share your goal with a friend or maybe a family member that you trust or a roommate that you like and trust who can help you be accountable. So, what you need to do is you need to let them know about your plan to wake up early and ask them to check in with you or provide gentle reminders. Because having someone else aware of your goal, this can provide external motivation and encouragement on your part. Or other things that you can do is you can participate in online communities, forums, or social media groups that's focused on morning routines or personal development, to connect with like minded individuals and engage in discussions. And you can also create a support system among friends or family members. Maybe you can all share your goals and ask for encouragement. Because when you surround yourself with people who understands and supports your aspirations, they can help you stay motivated and accountable on your journey to waking up early and establishing positive morning habits. And this will eventually change your life for the better. Before we wrap up, I just want to leave you with a few final words. Please remember that breaking the snooze habit and starting your day right, this is all about creating a positive mindset and setting yourself up for success. Okay? It's about embracing the power of your mornings and making the most of each new day. And if you stop snoozing your alarm and start waking up early instead, what happens is you will have more time to do the things that you love. You will become better at what you do. You will learn new things. You will be able to set your daily intentions and make progress towards the things that matter most to you. In short, achieve your goals, may it be big or small. And by implementing the strategies that we talked about today, setting a consistent sleep schedule, placing your alarm across the room, having a morning routine, avoiding stimulating activities before bed, practicing positive self talk, and seeking accountability and support, man, you can transform your mornings into a time of energy and time of productivity and happiness. So, I encourage you to give these strategies a try and see how they can positively impact your daily life. And always remember that change takes time. So be patient with yourself. And at the same time, celebrate even the small victories along the way. Because each morning is an opportunity for a fresh start. It's a chance to create the life that you envision. So I encourage you to say goodbye to the snooze button and say hello to energized, purposeful mornings that set the tone for a wonderful, productive day. So, thank you for joining me on this episode. Again, I hope that you found inspiration and practical tips that you can implement in your life. And please don't forget to share this episode with your family and friends who may also benefit from these strategies. Until next Monday, keep spreading positivity and embracing the power of your mornings. God bless you all in all that you do.